Hey Scavengers! Today I'm going to make some hot wax from sugar, lemon and water. I use it to wax my legs and it's really easy and you can reuse it, but I'm going to make a fresh batch today. So I just get white sugar. I've got a cup of it here. You use a cup of white sugar, a quarter of a cup of lemon and a quarter of a cup of water, and you mix it up in the saucepan. So I've got a cup of sugar in here, a quarter of a cup or thereabouts of lemon and a quarter of a cup of water, and I've just got it on high heat, and you've just got to constantly stir it for about 5 minutes. Essentially it becomes like a caramel. So you can see it's bubbling away and it's starting to get thicker, which is what you want. So I'll probably do it for another minute and then I'll take it off the heat. It started to bubble a lot and turn into this like amber color. So I've just turned the heat off high and put it and turned it off completely. And so now I'm just going to keep stirring and releasing the heat, and it should turn into more of a syrup, which will then spread on my legs. So it's turned into a syrup, which is ideal, and you just want to keep moving it around while you cool it off because it's very, very hot. So you want to make sure it's really like at a manageable temperature. So it's very syrupy, and I'm just keeping moving it around in the saucepan whilst it cools. So this is where it gets quite sticky and messy. To try and reduce the wax sticking to your legs, I use talcum powder. You could use corn flour or tapioca powder, and I just rub it all over my hairy legs, and it just creates a layer. And then I've got my wax here. I've let it cool down, so it's quite thick. I use a knife to spread it just because it's a bit easier. As you can see, I've put down a bath mat and then I just spread it on my leg like any normal wax. Just try and make sure that it's quite thin. I think the thinner the better, but obviously it's quite hard. And it is painful waxing, so I usually try and leave like a little end which you can hold on to. And then, oh, these are all just brown paper bags that I've like cut up. So like old bulk food bags that have holes in them and can't be used anymore. And then I just push it down and grab that little end bit and just try, and it might be a bit thick, and then pull it up. And as you can see, there's varying levels of success, but you just have to go over and over again and again and again and again and again. So it's an unconventional way of waxing, and it takes a lot more time than strips that you can buy in the shop, but as you can see, it does the job. So once you've already got some wax on the paper bag, you can actually reuse it a couple of times, as you can see. Cool, so I'm all done. Got my legs waxed. What I should have said before was each time you use a different strip, you can just put it onto the same original strip, and it makes it a bit thicker and a bit more heavy duty. And then with this, I just cut them up and put it into my worm farm. So there's no waste. And with the leftover bits, I've just put them aside so that I can have them next time. And then what I do with the rest of the wax is I've just reheated it here on the stove, and then I'm just going to pour it into this little container which I will store in the cupboard. And then when I want to wax my legs again, I'll just reheat it by putting it in a saucepan of boiling water. So yeah, there you have it. Sugar wax. It's really cheap, zero waste, and it's being resourceful in a time where we need to be very resourceful. So thanks for tuning in. Have fun.